Hey everybody, hello and welcome to another episode of Samir, where is he at? So today, I'm somewhere around here. And as for where I'm at mentally, let's discuss. I think there's one thing I am excited to report is that I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better. I think I'm starting to get things into perspective, and I believe that everything's kind of coming together slowly but surely. So that brings me a lot of reassurance. There's a lot of traffic here today. I think if there's one thing I've really suffered with in regards to my anxiety, it's the idea of being stuck in my own head, man. That sucks. Being stuck in your own head. Honestly, I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. Like, it's not fun, dude. It's not fun, not even in the slightest. But you know something? Although it's not fun, it doesn't mean that it's impossible to overcome, which is the good news. So with that being said, a couple things that I want to talk about today are how to get out of your own head and how we can try and foster a way to make your mind be a much better place to be. So let's discuss. Well, for starters, oftentimes when you're in your own head, it's my understanding that things can get pretty nasty pretty quickly. So, I believe a good way of getting out of your own head is, number one, take action. So what does that mean? It's a very broad term, but the way I see it is when you take action, this allows you to focus on something else. Oftentimes you hear the phrase mind over body, and in this case, it's body over mind. It can be really, really difficult to control the minds with the minds. So, with that being said, when you can have this sort of balance where the body overcomes the mind, you stop thinking for a moment, and it helps a ton. Because when you're not thinking about what's going on in your own head, and you are out in the world interacting, engaging, you're okay. And it stops things. And it gives you kind of a much needed sense of calm. And we gotta be grateful for those moments. So that's step one. Step two is to be open. Just be open to any sort of possibility that could come your way in this crazy journey we call life. I think if there's one thing I'm realizing about myself is that I really, really enjoy having a sense of control or a sense of stability in my life. I've had a sense of stability for a good chunk of my upbringing, and it's kind of given me a sense of almost, I would say, entitled complacency. Because not only do I expect it, but I almost have this sort of unspoken anticipation that, oh yeah, it's a given. Why wouldn't things be secure? Why wouldn't they be in my control? So when they're not, that sparks a massive sense of insecurity. I don't feel secure. So when you have a mind that's open to just about everything and attached to nothing, that's a second aspect to point number two. I stole that quote from, Dr. Wayne Dyer. When you have a mind that is open to everything and attached to nothing, it predisposes you to the beautiful chaos of life, because anything can happen. And when you're open to that possibility of everything, what do you have to worry about? You don't start to get in your own head. You don't overthink things. You don't overcomplicate things. You just accept things for the way that they are. And that's pretty cool, man. And it's much needed. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is, it's a simple one. It's to breathe. It's to be present in the moment that you're in right now. That's really it. Easier said than done, I know. But when you allow yourself to be in the moment, you're not focused on anything else. You're not preoccupied with racing thoughts of the future or regretful mistakes of the past. You're here in this moment. And I often think to myself, it can be so difficult to stay in the moment, but the reality is it doesn't always have to be that difficult. I believe that we set this unrealistic expectation oftentimes for what we would like the moment to be. I think there's a way that we can foster things to happen in our own specific set of desires. It can happen. We can foster our own reality, but we can't force it, because most people can tell. Jeez, man, the sun is blinding, but we needed this sun, man. It's been pouring down, and that's really affected my mood as well. I love the rain, and I love being cozied up indoors, but I don't like making that a habit, because it's nice to be outside. It's nice, dude. We're outside. Let me put this over my phone. And that's the thing, man. When you are here in the moment, everything changes. You have nothing to worry about. You're experiencing what is happening to you right now. And that's pretty cool, man. That's all we really have. All we have is this present moment. And I believe it's a shame for us to have to censor ourselves and live with a looming sense of regret of, oh, I should have said this, I should have expressed myself this way. Why didn't I think of this in the moment? Rather than just letting go of any preconceived notions and prior expectations. When we can experience the present moment, we have the best gift of all. We're aware of what's happening, and we don't have to worry about what won't happen or what has happened. We're here. And that's really all I got for now. This is a quick little short guide of how to kind of get out of your own head. I want to say thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you listening. I really do. I know that this might be a very unconventional formatting of video for my channel, but I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for you listening. You really mean a lot to me. You really do. Take care. I'll see you on the other side.